Hello, this is GM Mike, and I would like to talk today about sex dimorphism and role-playing, fantasy role-playing games. Sex dimorphism is the difference between male and female from a species due to selection, uh, reproductive selection. Like, for example, here in this case, probably the female of this species have been choosing colorful males for a long time to reproduce, right? And what do this have to do with role playing? Well, there is two approaches to this. One, and here's an image to illustrate. The first we have the female troll from World of Warcraft. When they were going to launch the game, they make this model for the female troll. As you see, this individual looks pretty close to a male troll, but after they change it to this one, to a more human-looking female troll, in-game explanation for this could be that trolls have been choosing to mate with females with human characteristics, but in real life this was done because the target audience for this game is mostly humans. Mostly heterosexual male humans, and they probably will feel more comfortable having this image on their screens for long periods of time. So or more people will feel driven to play a female troll looking more like this. And then there is other examples of sex dimorphism, like sexual dimorphism that had been overlooked, I think, because for example, we have trolls here. We have drow here from D&D, from Wizard of the Coast, and they look pretty similar, but I remember they describing them, at least in previous editions. I'm not sure in 5e, but in previous editions and novels, they will say that the female drow were taller and more muscular than male drows. Well, they seem that probably maybe they forget, or they are just targeting the audience, like Warcraft, doing more human standards of beauty, because here they look pretty close, right? But being a matriarchal society where females are more powerful, the other way around will make more sense in the story-wise, I guess. Then we have here a dwarf, female dwarf with beard. I remember Tolkien saying, or on his work, they describe female dwarf looking really close to male dwarf, and that's why the explanation why not much people recall seeing one, and it's because they also have a beard, so it looks really close. Some people choose to go with this way, and some people go with the more female dwarves should look more like the beauty standards of the most media and stuff. I think there was a setting which have bearded female dwarves. I don't remember this at this point. What else? Oh, okay. So this idea for this video came from this beautiful comic from the talented artist, super funny comic. I love it. Travis Hanson. Here we have this individual, which is half kobold, half orc, wearing a +9 ring of charisma. I know that we can explain this like the ring of charisma. I think that's not the actual description on the manual, but we could say that the ring make everybody see the individual in their own beauty standards. But I think the original idea was that he just will look like a handsome human, and that's what I'm questioning here, or exposing the other side of the other option, that is why would other species of individuals like orcs, trolls, ogres, dwarves will see beauty as humans do? For example, we have here a pretty handsome elf, Orlando Bloom, and they always describe elves as beauty and stuff. And even I remember Gimli looking at Galadriel and saying that she's super beautiful. But let's think the other way around. What if an orc look at this individual, like an orc, which evolutionary process and have been picking more like muscular individuals, male and female, more like big jaws and fangs and tusks. We'll look at this guy like, will they look an individual, and they will probably look for them something like this, right? Like really lean faces and really big eyes or something. They want to look beautiful to them in that approach. And there is one more point. Is anthropomorphic animals. We have here Null. It's hyena people, and I know in canon I don't really know how they think about this, but let's put it this way: if why would a hyena? I mean, Why will a Null think of herself as a hyena people? They probably will put themselves as the starting point, as the normal, the standard of beauty or looks, and they will look at hyenas and they'll say, "Well, that's a hyena. I'm an owl. That's an animal, and I am an owl." Like, for example, they will look at a human, and they will probably think, "Oh, this is monkey people," and we humans will say, "No, we are not monkey people. This is an animal called monkey, and we are humans. There are some similarities, but we are different." You see, they also will think the same. So, as I said, there is no right or wrong which approach you take. Like, if you want in your campaign to all females or males or whatever of species look like what humans define as beauty, well, that's okay. But think about it. Like, if we have there is an opportunity for role playing when your orc character don't look at Galadriel or a female elf and think that's beauty, but probably he will think it's horrible because it's not what his evolutionary drive will like. This elf will not have the characteristics that subconscious the subconscious of this orc will look for in a sexual partner, right? This could be used in a role playing party scope, or it could be even be big differences between species and cultures. Well, I hope I have give you some food for thought in this matter. Hope this was helpful. Please, if you like this video, if this was informative, like and subscribe. We'll be back soon with more videos. Goodbye.